my Swickies, welcome back to Ōkami. Alright, we have a mission. We are going to find all of the animals, because that is one of the things. I might tie this in with fish, maybe, I don't know. Alright, we have a lot of 100%, so there's not a whole lot that I'm missing, alright? We got sparrows, dogs, one rabbit, nightingales, right? It's all the small stuff. Oh, well, it was cranes and a bear. So there's really honestly not that much. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, I used Google, and I have a lovely little map because I have run all around this place and I do not feel bad about having a map right now. But for those of you people who like watching this, either for put things on in the background or for, you know, just kind of entertainment value, or who are actually going through it yourselves, then it's all going to be in one place and you don't have to do the nonsense that I'm going to have to do with this. I wish it showed which ones I already had. Like, this is a really, really nice map where they put stuff on here, and so I'm going to have to be doing a lot of back and forthing to figure out which ones I've gotten, which ones I, you know, just to find them. Now, the vast majority of these I've already gotten. I'm only missing like one or two, right? And so it's gonna be this kind of weird back and forth of me looking at this map, me trying to figure out where I am, and then where all of this stuff is to figure out which is the one that I'm missing. Now, I'm not gonna do that thing where I, you know, drag it all out of, hey guys, you're gonna have to watch me run around this world, because this is probably going to take me a hot second. Interesting. This is a really nice map. There's one I think I don't have, which is some roosters. Nope. Fudge muffins. Okay, so I do think that I got everybody in here. Just kind of like show you how this is working for me. And the dog is here, which we've already gotten. And then it says that there are rabbits across the bridge, which I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Yeah, I know. The rabbits are right here, and then there's birds over here. Oh, this is really interesting. Yeah, I'm literally gonna have to do this one at a time. And another thing that I wanted to do, so we've got everything in Kamiki Village. But another thing I want to do is find the one single missing. Yeah, we're missing one of the sun fragments. The problem is, it's no indication of which one I don't have. So I'm literally going to have to find where they all are and then check those places one at a time, which sounds like a pain. So I will see you guys at the first animal that I missed. I just wanted to drop a little fun factoido that is on this handy dandy map, and something I really hope that I did. So the dog over there, we all know the dog saved the boy's life and everything. When you go back in time, you can see the dog again, and hopefully I fed the dog. It seems like, to me at least, that might be the only missable thing in the game. If you do not feed the dog when you go back in time, it will be unattainable, and your animal tome cannot be finished. That's brutal. I feel like this game has actually been really, really good about not having unobtainable stuff, because they usually don't put things that you can miss in dungeons that you can't go back to, right? And I've actually praised this game for that, but the fact that there is something you can miss, that's pretty brutal. That's pretty brutal. The gasp! I missed this treasure chest. You know how funny it would be if, like, it was the sun fragment? It's not. It's just a wooden bear. But that would be amusing, wouldn't it? We'll get there. We'll get there. One day. Aha! These little stinkers right outside the bomb house. You will be fed. You will be fed! You little sparrows. Ooh, are those my last sparrows? Are those my last sparrows? I want to know how much much praise is in the game. Not even close. No. Oh gosh, so I feel like there's a ton of sparrows I didn't get. Well, drats. Alright, well that clears up Shinshu Field. I ran all around and do all this. But that's why we check absolutely every single little teeny tiny detail when you're a completionist. Alright, on to Agata Forest. Ah, these sneaky rabbits! Right outside the fortune teller's house. I guess I just never saw them. Wow. Oh, that was sneaky. The only one in Agata Forest I missed. It seems like I missed one in each section. I am actually being a little bit smart about this. So even looking something up, you still have to do all the grunt work. So I'm like, oh, I don't have to look at the deer. I don't have to look at this. I don't have to look at the ones that I have. Ah, that didn't even make it budge. So I don't have to look at the ones that I have 100%, obviously. So mostly it's just birds and rabbits. It's all the small stuff except the bears and the crane. And from what I understand, if I'm recalling correctly, bears and cranes only appear in Kamui. So we should be fine in the main thing, unless there is some weird place where they do show up. Whoa! I'm sorry? What? Holy crapola! I was running right past that. I'm like, dude, I looked at everything. Dude, I would have lost my mind. I would have lost my mind. That was pure coincidence. What the heck? Alrighty, well, we're moving on with life. So, Gata Forest is done. There's gotta be more sparrows after that, but when you kind of break it down like this, it's not too bad. Alright, Taka Pass is next. So this is a little bit tricky. Here's the dogs. Now, most of them I've already fed, right? Because we had to go around and maw and all this other fun stuff and blah, 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 blah. However, if you go up to them, some of them you haven't fed and you can't until now. And you have to go into your inventory. Oh, because we're still talking about this one. So this guy I haven't done. And so you have to go into your inventory and give him whatever you want. And that's how you end up feeding him. Which I think's a little bit sneaky because the feed option does not pop up. I would have had no idea, and I'm pretty sure I've gotten all the rest of these guys as well. Let's take a look at our dog section. 94, so there's still a dog out there that we're missing. It's really bizarre to me. I checked all of these guys, but I do find that a little bit suspect. Yeah, alright, cool. So if you think that you haven't fed a dog, God, I hope I got the one in the past, then just come to where all that is. I don't know if you have to do the trial before that happens. Like, if you're just like, I can't do that trial, because honestly, that trial was the absolute hardest fight in the entire game. Without fail. But if you're thinking like, oh God, I don't know if I fed all of them, well, they're right there. And you can just go check them out, I guess. But you have to open the inventory because the option to feed them isn't there. This is actually working out really, really great for me because I have a bunch of stuff going on right now. So I can just pause this, do all of my stuff, eat my breakfast. There's a sprinkle in my lap. It looks like I might be getting more kittens. There's 5-week-old kittens that need somewhere to go. And Mama Ego is being adopted tomorrow, which means I now have an extra room. So it looks like I might be getting some kittens. Oh God, oh Lord have mercy. Which is always my favorite thing of the time. Yeah, kitten. Can I jump down? Yes, I can. Alright, this is the next place I'm looking. I'm being very systematic about these things, so I'm actually cruising through it. Because a lot of animals I don't need to check. I really just need to check the birds and the rabbits. Gosh darn it, and one dog. I mean, I don't even think I went here. So this is right at the entrance of Sasa Sanctuary. And there's birds on both sides. Like, I, honest to God, don't think I wait here at all. There's also some mice on the inside, which kind of is concerning about this establishment. And then there should be another set on the other side. Which again, oh, I got that one, just not the other ones. What are we doing on birds? I keep checking. We got all the birds! Okay. Dog, rabbit, green bird, mouse, bear, crane. It means I don't have to check everything, you know what I mean? So I do need to absolutely check the mice. Alright, I know I got those rabbits. So there are mice. There's a couple of mice in here. Don't know if I got all of the mice. So I got these mice. The second set of mice are in the room on the right-hand side of the upper level. Okay. Maybe I did get these. I feel like I was pretty thorough. But then again, I always feel like I'm really, really thorough when it comes to these games, right? Because I'm just like, all right, I gotta make sure I get everything. And I'm gonna go around and do all the things. I don't see any mice up here. Do not see mice at all. I don't think so. And then I end up missing a ton of stuff, right? All the time. Completionist spooks. And I miss things all the time. It did say the right-hand room, right? Oh, apparently I never got salsa meat or salsa crab. Ooh, I love crab. I love crab. Oh. You know what? While I'm looking around, let me tell you a story. Let's break up the choppiness with a story while I try to find some mice. I was born on crab legs. True story. We were just telling this story anyways. I love crab legs. I love crab legs. It's like my favorite thing in the entire universe. Oh my gosh, do I love crab legs. And the reason for this is when my mom was very pregnant, I want to say like, I don't know, 8 months pregnant? Oh, all right, I already got these ones. That's cool, that's cool. And I know I got the rabbits in the back, so I can just leave now. All right, Gale, oh no. Oh, there's a bunch of rats in the Gale Shrine. All right, guess I'm going to there. Located on the upper level of this room, on the rafters and the shelves. I don't know what that means, but to the Gale Shrine. So when my mom was pregnant with me, it was rough. It was very, very rough. To tell you, like, at the end of it, the doctor told my dad after I was born that if my mom got pregnant again, he was going to have to choose between the life of his wife, my mother, or the child. Did you know that you get graded on your birth on how well you were born? Do you know? Like, you get a report card. And I got zeros across the board. The umbilical cord wrapped around my neck. I was blue. My heart almost stopped. Like, it was, oh man. They told my parents that I was gonna be mentally challenged for the rest of my life and all this other stuff. And hey, I turned out fine. But anyways, my mom gained a lot of weight, and you're not supposed to gain that much weight. My mom was a stick figure, and then she looked like Octomom just sticking out there. And the doctor said, if you gain 1 more pound, you're gonna have to go on bed rest, because then it becomes, it's very unhealthy, it's bad for you. I don't know, I've never been pregnant, but like, that happens all the time. It's just like, okay, you stop it. Well, one of my parents' really, 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 really good friends was coming into town. And to celebrate, they had gotten like 10 boxes of crab legs. My dad had a really good job at Chrysler and all that other kind of stuff and everything. And so they could afford really nice things. They got all these crab legs because their friend loved crab legs. It's funny hearing it from the different sides. So according to my dad, he woke up in the middle of the night and he reaches over to hold his wife and finds out she's not in bed. To hear it from my mom's side, she woke up with a craving. And she's like, we got 10 boxes. I'll just go down and make one box of crab legs. Just one little thing of crab legs. No one will ever know. It'll be fine. I just want a little bit of crab legs. And that one box turned into all 10 boxes. My dad says he came downstairs to see my mother in the living room, sitting there with her big giant belly with a towel. And she looks up like a deer in headlights, and she's surrounded by crab shells and butter dripping down her face as she was just devouring all of these crab legs. And my dad, being the amazing, wonderful, glorious man that he is, just sighed, went downstairs, started cracking shells and giving her crab legs. I want to... Alright, I can get soft locked in this place, and I know I can get soft locked in this place, and that's not good. I don't know how to get out of here once I go in. These mice are both located in the upper levels of this room. But the map that I have... No, it's definitely that room in front of me. The problem is, once I... Oh, no. I got soft locked because I went all the way to the boss room, which loads in something else, and then this had reset. So I should be fine just going in like I am. So to this day, if you put crab legs in front of me, there will no longer be crab legs. They will just be gone. I will inhale, breathe crab, and just like Kirby suck them in. I love crab legs. And I blame that story for how I love crab legs. So somewhere here are 2 things of rats, and I know I have not gotten them. It just says that they're on the rafters and shelves, so there's somewhere around here are rats. I don't know. Wait, is it like one single rat? Oh, rats! Look, guys! Rats! Nice. Okay, cool. So there's one, and you all got a story, too. Oh, I seriously love crab legs. Oh, now I want crab legs. You can't have them too often because they're so gosh darn expensive. Although sometimes you get lucky. Right? And I'm assuming it has to come on. I'm assuming it has to do with the deli. Like, you know how they have like fresh food in the deli, they have all the meats and the seafood and blah 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 blah. Well, once it gets to a certain point that's too old, they wrap it up and they put it on clearance and put it out with the rest of the food, right? Alright, so this one is showing it's on this other side. And sometimes there will be like literally one little thing of crab legs for like $4. And I'm like, crab legs, and I'll buy it because I'm just like, oh, my crab leg. Give me my crab leg. I want my crab leg. Or for your birthday. My family does a special thing that when it's your birthday, since we're adults now, right? You don't get presents or things like that. You get food. So whatever food you want. It's definitely showing that they're here. On this side. They're not down there, do they? I don't wanna... Can I... I'm like, am I gonna get stuck if I go down there? No. It's a shelf. It's okay. Okay, so somewhere are rats. Ah! Rats! Aha! Gotcha! So you get whatever, if you want to go to a restaurant, you go to that, and so every single time I ask for 2 things. Crab legs? Please give me crab legs. And the golden child cake. That's a whole story on itself. Golden child cake. Do we have all the rats? Yay! Okay, so dog, rabbit, green bird. And then these things, which I'm convinced are in Kamui, because we didn't even have access to these guys until the very end. So I'm looking for a dog, green bird, and 1 rabbit. Alright. What's the next section? I'll get out there and I'll tell my Ooh, there's 2 things of green birds in the next section, so in the city checkpoint, so. I'll tell my golden child cake story. Because I like telling stories. That's also one of the reasons why I just love doing this. So on top of the crab legs, I am the youngest of 3, all right? By a margin. Technically speaking, my siblings are my half-siblings, but I grew up with them. They're my brother and my sister. My sister is the oldest, and my brother is the middle child. We share a mom. Now, my brother has always been called the golden child by me and my sister because he can get away with anything. Also, my siblings are about 9 years older than me, so, like, I came much later. But, like, Ryan can do whatever he wants all the time. And then he goes, Mama, and he gets whatever he wants. And we're just like, come on, because he's the only boy, so he's the golden child. And to solidify this, there is the golden child cake, right? That only the golden child Ryan can have. It is the most delicious cake. If you think you've had cake, you have not had cake, all right? You don't even know what cake is. It is this, apparently my mom found this recipe in like a cracker box or something. Like it was on the back of something, I don't know. It's Kahlua chocolate layer cake of glory, unicorn tears, angel wings, okay? It's like 10 layers of cake with this chocolate ganache in the middle, and then you just pour it on top of, oh my, it's so good, it's so good. It is the ugliest looking cake because it's so many layers, and I'm sure you can make it pretty, but who cares what it looks like? It's all gonna taste the same. But it's so good. For years, I don't know if my sister ever asked for it, but I would ask for the golden child. Please, mother, father, may I too have the golden child's cake? No, it's for the golden child's birthday only. Rejected every time. Well, then a little incident happened. My brother got married, and my mother, as a gift, gave to his wife, who my sister-in-law is like the best baker in the world. Holy crap, her cookies, like she bakes so good. And my mother gave her the recipe to the golden child cake and goes, I have done my duty. I now pass this on. This is now your responsibility. You make it for your husband. And she never has, as far as I'm aware. And just has not do it. And my mom now that she has passed that on, and the golden child is no longer her responsibility. I really thought it was nighttime. Oh, I'm sorry, I disturbed the sprinkle, how dare I. Now she's a little bit more lenient. And I went to her one year and said, Mother, may I please have the golden yes! The golden child cake. And I just found some green birds, nice. And she said, yes. I texted my sister immediately, took pictures and everything, like it was, you know, you're Snapchatting or whatever the kids are tweeting these days of the food. I got the golden chocolate. And she was like, what? You got the golden chocolate? And every year from my birthday since. This only recently happened. Like, listen, I'm going to turn 33. I swear this happened when I was like 29. So it's just like just a couple of years ago was I allowed to have the golden child cake. And I ask for it every year now because it is just the most delicious thing of glory. Is that the last green bird? It was the last green bird. Awesome. 1 rabbit, 1 dog. That's really not a lot, guys. That's awesome. And then the crane and the bear. So, a dog, though. And a rabbit and a dog. That is the story of the golden child cake. There's lots of rabbits coming up in the Oshima coast. So that might be the one missing rabbit and a dog. Yeah, I'm like, where have I missed a dog? I mean, well, if I knew where I missed it, then I wouldn't have missed it now, would I? But yeah, food in my family, I know I got you guys. Food in my family is very, very important. And they all seem to carry ridiculous stories with them. All right, please, let's save the game so nothing happens where I just don't. Oh, every time I see Inner Yoshped, I just twitch inside. You guys don't even know how long I was doing that. That was. All right, I'm gonna go search these rabbits to see if I missed one. One rabbit, man. All right, apparently we got everything here too. I did want to bring up a little factoido, which is something that I actually missed, and I'm really upset about it because I can't do anything about it. That stone fruit has been driving me up a wall for ages, so I finally looked it up. The archer guy is no longer here. Apparently, we're supposed to draw an arrow from the gold water to the arrow, and that would have done something. Apparently, the prize is only praise, so I didn't miss much, but the fact that I missed something does actually really upset me. So that makes me really, 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 really sad, and is really, 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 really dumb. But I just wanted to point that out for people. If you are at this point of the game, you missed it too. Sucks to be us. But I'm actually, according to the thing that I'm following, the next section is actually Kamui. And since I'm here, I'll go do some fishing. The thing that makes me really, really worried is the fact that I hope I didn't miss filling up the fishing section by not doing it in Agata Forest, because I didn't want to. I don't really enjoy the fishing. I'm not really a fishing minigame person. I'm going to do it here and only here because then I'll have 100%. And I said I would do it. All right, we're watching them fishing. I'll put my phone away. Need that for this. I might look up what fish you get in each section because I don't entirely know how many are in each section. I'm assuming that fish are exclusive per section, but if that's the case, then we're kind of screwed out of Agata Forest, right? Because we're no longer there. Again, I don't know if the game would do that to me. Oh, I don't think I have that one. I got a striped snapper! Have I had snapper before? I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna be here for a little while. I also really am bad about where my finger position is on what keys. So when it does that, I literally just smash all 4 of the WASD keys. I know I got you already. And the question is, do you stop doing it so you can go back and get the smaller fish? Because you do need smaller fish as well. Like, does it matter what shadow you go to? I say as I suck completely at this. I don't know why every game on the planet feels like it needs to have a fishing game. Why is that the case? There has to be, oh God, what? Is there some kind of like human psychology thing of why everyone feels necessary to put in a fishing minigame? Is that some kind of weird human psychology? I don't know. I really don't know. But there's my hypothesis. Get game theory on that. I think I got a Nemo fish already. I'm not sure. I wish it said, like, whoa, you've never had this one before. That would be really nice, actually. That looks big. I wonder how big. Oh, I didn't get the big one. I wanted the big one. Oh, what? You're not big. No. Your shadow looked big, but it was, lame. Lame! Oh, they are getting to be big boys. Oh, I keep feeling like I'm going to the smallest one on the, in the whole group. I'm trying to get to the big boys. No, just regular dudes. I don't want you regular dudes. I want big dudes. No, I don't need you. Go blow somewhere else. Have I told my fugu fish story? Let me tell you my fugu fish story. Alright, so everyone and their mother knows I've been to Japan, right? The very first time I went to Japan, I go one of the most fascinating places in all of any foreign country, okay? You want to be entertained? Just go to a supermarket. Just go to the store. Because you go in and it's completely alien. You're like, what is this bread? What is this chip? It's everything is brand new because it's all the brands, everything that you've never seen in your life before, and it's so entertaining. And I bet the Japanese people are just laughing their butts off. These weird Americans going, honest to God, because Japan does baked goods like no one's business, and so you get all of these things. The little pancakes that already have the syrup in them, so good. Pre-buttered rolls, and like all this, it's so delicious. It's so good. I want that one. Yeah, boy. And so we would go there and just have a grand old time. It was so much fun. Ooh, hey, boy. And so while we were there being entertained endlessly by just basic supermarket goods, we go to the meat section. Now, none of us dared. Like, one, we didn't really have a kitchen, so cooking, like really cooking, wasn't very easy for us to do. So we didn't really get a whole lot of cooking things. But it was just fun to look at. So, whoa, that's a big boy. So we stayed away from the meat a lot, except to just look at it. Oh, I got a noise. But we go, and my Japanese was not that great, but I could read a little bit, and I see something, fugu. And my first thought was Charlie the Unicorn, and if you understand that reference, we can be friends. Aw, man, it's just another one. I don't need another one. And my second thought was, wait a minute, I know that. Fugu is the word for pufferfish. And for those of you who don't know, pufferfish are highly toxic. They will kill you. Like, if you eat pufferfish incorrectly, you will die. So you need a special license. There is a very, very specific way that you can cut the meat of pufferfish, and from what I understand, it still would like make your tongue tingle, and it's kind of weird. I would never eat it. You could not pay me enough to eat that. There's no way. I want the big one, but I feel like the big one's just the manta ray still. And so I was like, what is that doing at a supermarket among the chicken and the fish and everything like that? But not only was it there, but it was on sale. It was on sale. Discount. Half off. Fugu fish. And I'm sitting here going, this can kill me if it's not done correctly, right? I don't want it on sale. I want to pay full price for I don't want the discount puffer fish. I want somewhere where I'm paying full price by the professional that I know that I'm going to live. That's like having like the buy one get one free surgery. I don't want buy one get one free surgery. I want to pay full price for that. Because it's just like, I don't know if I trust that enough. Like, yeah, I need to save money, but I also want to live. That was one of the more amusing things that happened in Japan. Oh man, I could tell. I mean, should I just? Yeah. I mean, we're stuck here fishing anyways. I don't know when I'm gonna get a new fish, so we're just kind of stuck here fishing. Because the animals actually are going a lot faster than I thought they would. I wish you could get out of one of the fish, be like, no, I don't want that one, so release. I don't want to go through the mini game. I don't need that. Let's see, what other whacked out Japan stories can I tell? I'm trying to think of food related things since food is what. Oh, I don't know if I got that one. first time I went to Japan was the very first time, honest to God, I'd ever been out of the country. Canada doesn't count. It's literally like 10 minutes away from me. It's not a different country. And all of a sudden, there I am, 20 years old, going to a country where I don't speak the language, leaving for the first time. Now, I was in college, and I was away at college, about an hour and a half, so it wasn't too bad. Like, if I wanted to go home, I could pretty easily. But, like, it was still a pretty darn big deal. And Japan is no joke. So I get there, and this is the very first time I'm dealing with jet lag. Right? It's a 14-hour time difference. So I left at about 12 o'clock and then landed at about like 12 p.m. and landed at like 2 p.m. because of the time difference. It's just a crazy, crazy thing. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. And so when I get there, I can't sleep on planes, which really sucks. I maybe dozed for like a half hour, so I'm exhausted. And the school that I was going to, they were there to pick me up, and we rode the train, we went to the school, got me all settled in the dorm and all that kind of fun stuff and everything, and I'm exhausted. And I'm starving. I'm so hungry, but I don't know what to do. I don't know where I am. I'm in a dormitory in the middle of Japan where I don't speak the language, and I don't know what to do. So I ended up, that's it. I video chatted my mother in the laundry room because I was trying to get the Wi-Fi to work. I couldn't get the Wi-Fi to work. I had a roommate and I didn't want to bother her. It's about 3 in the morning Japan time. And I can't sleep even though I'm exhausted. I'm so hungry, I can't sleep. Ooh, a loggerhead turtle, that's definitely new. And I'm bawling my eyes out. Mama, I can't do this. I don't know what I'm doing. I want to come home. And my mom's like, you're on literally the other side of the planet. I can't do anything and all this. And I'm like, I'm just so hungry. I don't know what to do and I can't sleep. And my mother, in her infinite wisdom and glorious and wonderfulness of everything in the planet, she says, go look in your suitcase, big duffel bag suitcase. She goes, go look in the right-hand side pocket. So I put the phone down. Again, I'm in the laundry room bawling my eyes out. And I go and I look into that big one. I go look, and she had put in food. Cans of chicken noodle soup and boxes of Velveeta mac and cheese. And I didn't know how to cook the mac and cheese. The can of soup, it didn't have the tab. And I'm like, I don't have a can opener here. So I get, I think a pen, and I start stabbing this can of soup. So I go back to the laundry room, because now I go, Mama, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I love you. Oh. And I start stabbing this thing with a pen. And this is Campbell's, the condensed soup. Oh, forget it. I didn't care. I started drinking that right out of these holes that, it was perhaps the most disgusting thing on the face of the planet. But at that moment, that was the most delicious food I'd ever eaten in my entire life. And to this day, that I've learned now, I consider myself pretty world traveled-ish. What was that? Did you see that? There was a shooting star on the left-hand side with a little sparkly sound. What was that? Oh, what that was. Bizarre. Anytime I travel abroad, I have the same mindset. Now, I'm also mean, I have a weaker body and everything than most people. But I go, and I tell people, when people ask me, they're like, oh, I'm going to wherever the heck, what should I pack? And I'm like, the first thing I say is, anticipate you getting sick. whatever, I don't care how long, if you're gonna be for, I mean, maybe not like a weekend or something, but even still, actually, honestly, even a weekend, anticipate that you're going to get sick. And if you're just going for a short time, have your headache medicine that you really like, have whatever, you know, take some vitamin C packets, and like the small stuff, but if you're gonna be anywhere for a prolonged amount of time, then you want something that, what is your, hi, I have a cold or stomach issues, whatever the heck, have literally a pharmacy in your back because you will get sick. I was there for, the first time I was there for a semester, the second time I was there for a year. And those cans of chicken noodle soup were a lifesaver because there is no chicken noodle soup in Japan. Now, they have other food, but I didn't really know what it was, right? There's rice and this and that, and like, that's fine, but a lot of the food was just weird on my stomach, and I had a really, really hard time with the food. I mean, I ended up in the hospital, but that's the whole other story. Oh, weird. I wonder if we got everything by now. I'm wondering if there's just like some super crazy rare thing, or if that's the turtle. You know what I mean? Like, does each section have a really rare one? I don't know. But I had, the first time I went to Japan, which was a lifesaver in the world, I had a thing of Dayquil and NyQuil, which I didn't find until later is actually illegal. So don't do that. But no one arrested me, thank God. But I had all the medicines. So we're in college, right? We're in a dorm. We're studying abroad at a college, and cold season hits. And no one had medicine but me. And Japanese medicine is kind of weird. One, you have to like go to the doctor, you have to do a bunch of stuff. It's not just like, everything is different. Everything's not what you, whoa! I don't have that guy. All right, I'm glad I stuck right. Yeah, this is really hard, actually. It's moving really much, really fast. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, God. Oh, nope, 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 nope. And so when everyone got sick, everyone came to me. Oh, please, please, gracious, sick medicine goddess. May we too have some Dayquil, because everyone got a cold, everyone got everything. Ugh. Like being extra, extra careful. Oh gosh. Ah! Stop moving! Come on, come on, there! Ooh! That's a rough dude. I have to look at this guy's butt all the time. And so anytime I travel abroad, I bring, you know, I bring the aspirin I like, I go through all my cold stuff, I have all my ginger pills, I got everything, anticipating that I'm gonna get sick. I'm gonna say no. I think we got enough. I think that guy was the big guy. That was really, really hard to do. And that is my greatest piece of advice to anybody, because you're not gonna find your normal stuff there. Japan doesn't have chicken noodle soup, and that was like the big thing. I always bring food, because food is a big one for me, because a lot of times I just can't handle it. Entertaining fish with an odd body, shape, and humorous expression. Surviving on shellfish, this odd creature swims with its fingers. I don't know, that's a really stupid question. Starfish swim? A moray. Brandishing sharp teeth, this eel is best known for its appetite. A loggerhead turtle. This lumbering turtle's slow speed is rivaled only by its hardiness. Wow, we got a lot. Striped snapper, beautiful fish prized more for its appearance than its flavor. The lobster! My mom loves I'm more of a crab leg person than a lobster person, but powerful and bold, this is truly the majestic king of crustaceans. The red snapper, fish of all trades, used for both food and ceremonial functions? What does that mean? And the manta, its unconventional shape, makes this fish quite the curious sight. Interesting. Wow, we filled that out a lot. Nice. And there's 2 more fishing spots, so maybe I'm gonna get a little bit lucky here and not have to worry about the fact that I might have missed something in Agata Forest. I'm gonna head to the city. We're gonna do fishing there, and then we're gonna go to Kamui, and there's fishing there, but also, the more importantly, should hypothetically be the last of the animals that I'm missing. I'm not missing very many. Ah, man, I'm getting really excited because I think I'm getting some kittens. I said that earlier, but I keep looking at my phone, seeing if I get any of the text messages. But all right, I will meet you in the city. Alrighty. I love how Isun's like, yeah, we could kill a little time. I'm like, isn't the world literally ending right now? Like, there's an eclipse and all this other terrible stuff. But you know what? We got plenty of time to go fishing. Absolutely. I'm trying to think of all my other, like, crazy Japanese. Like, what are like, the big ones? Like, I can talk about Japan for days, but... Kaiten sushi, the conveyor belt sushi, my favorite thing on the face of the planet. Oh, man. We would go there almost every single day because it was just so delicious. Japan is how I learned how to swallow pills. That's a weird statement, I know, but, like, that's a fact. So, I get sick like no one's business. Yay! Immune system's not working. And so, but the problem was, for whatever reason, I never learned how to swallow pills. So I'm 20 years old. This was the second time I was in Japan. And behold, I get super, super sick. And have to go to the doctors and everything. And the doctor was really cool. Japanese medication is awesome. Can I say that? Again, I know it's a weird thing to say, but they give you all of these packets. And on the packets are all the instructions, but like, super helpful wise. There's a little calendar on them that is like, you know, Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then there's a little sun for morning, a moon for evening. Like there's one for like afternoon. And so, and then if you need to do morning and night, there's two symbols. Like it's, you could just look at it and be like, oh, I know exactly when I need to take this. It was great. But anyways, so I always crushed up my pills or took liquid. 20 years old, took me that long. Because I just never, I could never get it down. Anytime I tried, it would not end well. And I was just like, I'm done, that's all. So I get to the doctor in Japan and that one was just, I think, a regular cold. And I was just like, please just give me the medicine so I can get over this. I've been sick for days and I just needed something. I needed to go back to class. And I did my research beforehand and I looked and Japan doesn't have liquid. In America, liquid for kids. They have powders. So I asked if I could have the powder medication. And the doctor laughs at me and says, ha ha ha, that's for children. You're getting the pills. But, thank God, the Japanese medication is minuscule. Absolutely teeny tiny. And that's how I learned how to take pills. That was the practice that I had on these teeny tiny little pills, and now I do perfectly fine, which is great, because I need to take a lot. But it was just kind of amusing to me. It was just like, no. Everything was so cheap. I think that's just I live in America and, you know, the healthcare sucks type thing, but it was shockingly cheap. Even with, I had student insurance, but that didn't even matter. Like, all the medication would just be like $4. Like, all of it. And the visit, like, I paid $4 for the whole entire thing. And I was like, you forgot to charge me? I had to have x-rays taken because my, at the time, boyfriend dropped a bed on my foot by accident. And I'm pretty sure it was $12 for the x-rays. Pretty sure. So that was nice. Yeah, big boy. Yeah, big boy. Basically, because I know the ocean had the sunfish, so we need something equivalent to like the rarity and difficulty of that sunfish. Because that was really hard and very fast. I think you have as much time as you. I don't think the fish get away. As long as you have the energy and don't go into the red, I think you can honestly just take as long as you want. I think we already got this guy though. Ridiculous things. When I say no one in Japan speaks English, people are always like, okay, yes, there's people in Japan that speak English, but like, you don't expect to find people in Japan. The way that I always described it was, okay, anybody who lives in America, and honestly, I think pretty much anywhere like, in the world type thing. You took foreign languages, didn't you? Most of us took Spanish, maybe you took French, maybe you took German or whatever through school. How much can you really speak? I took Spanish. I can count. When I was a kid, like for 1st through 8th grade, every year, took Spanish. I don't know any Spanish, not at all. And my thing is, Japan was the same way of, yes, they all learn English, and Korea was the same way too. But it's the same equivalent of, yes, I took Spanish, but I couldn't tell you any Spanish. How many high schoolers are fluent in whatever language that they have to learn in school, right? Everyone had to learn English, but that doesn't mean that anyone actually speaks it unless they use it for their daily life type thing. There, gotcha. And so, when we would go places, we had to really meticulously plot out our routes. Okay, we want to go from here to here. We knew the apps and everything, and with no internet, because you're not connecting to the internet. You need special Japanese somethings in order to, like a phone card or whatever, and pay for their internet, which we couldn't figure out how to do because all the instructions were in Japanese. So, no, do not count on internet because you're not getting it. So when we were in the dorm room, we would go, all right, we want to go from here to here. All right, we would take screenshots of the maps because it took us a while actually to find that, oh, hey, here are some apps that don't use, oh, I wanted the big one, dang it. The maps that don't use internet, and I don't think that exists anymore, which is really sad. But you needed that for like all the subways and everything. What time you go from this one to this one to this one, because you're hopping trains all day long. I have a sprinkle on my foot. Oh, hi, Mama Ego. Mama Ego gets adopted tomorrow. I'm not sad. I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't cried already. What are you talking about? And then, on top of that, so that's just the subway system. Then you have to figure out, all right, once you're out of the subway system, well, then where the fudge you can go? Because then you got to get down the streets and everything like that, and just anticipate the fact that you don't have a map and you don't know where you're going, and our Japanese wasn't good enough where we could ask where to go. So it was always an adventure anytime you wanted to go somewhere. But sometimes, we always said, sometimes miracles happen. And I will never forget that kind of stuff. Never ever underestimate the kindness of a stranger or being kind to someone who you don't know. So I remember one time very vividly of being in a subway station, and I was lost. I was straight up lost. It was. Now, I consider myself an expert at subway stations by now, but there was something about this one where I wasn't sure how to get through, and I was just really confused. So I'm just standing there, looking pathetic, and I didn't know what to do. You can't call for help, you can't do anything, you just have to figure it out. And it's not like you can go to maybe the employees know English, but that's honestly only going to be in the big stations like Tokyo or Kyoto, because there's lots of tourists there, and so they're good about knowing some English. But you can't count on that, honestly. And so I'm just sitting there, and all of a sudden I hear behind me, do you need help? And this little Japanese lady, young lady, just came up to me, and I guess I was looking just really sad and lost, and the kitten is licking my foot. And she proceeds, I was like, I don't understand, how do I get out? I need to get out. And her English wasn't the best in the world, but she got me through and exactly where I needed to go, and then just disappeared into the nothing. I don't even know if she was real. Maybe I hallucinated the entire thing. And I am being aggressively licked right now on my foot, and this is weird. And I remember that. I remember that so much. I don't know who that lady was. That lady doesn't know who I am. But I will always remember that, of just this lady, of just hearing a voice from above. Do you need help? I'm like, bless kind strangers. Oh, that reminds me of the convenience store people. So the very first time I went to Japan, there was a convenience store right across, literally across the street from the school. And we lived there. That's where we had the cafeteria with food and everything, but like, man, they had the snack. We gave them so much business. We bought everything in there because it was delicious. And the entire time I was there, the whole time, not one single worker spoke English to me. Nobody spoke English to me. And then, at the very end of the semester, at the very end of it was, so we're talking about like November, December, was typhoon season. And I'm in there, I'm just buying some food, doing my thing, blah, 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 blah. And the lady, who I knew very well, never spoke to her because I didn't know how. That was my first time in Japan. My Japanese was absolutely atrocious. I knew how to thank her, and that was about it. This lady, who had served me 100 times before, leans over as I'm getting checked out, giving her food, and she whispers, "Typhoon is coming." What? Right now? like Gojira coming, and I'm like, thank you? And I didn't know that. I go and I look it up, and yeah, there was a typhoon coming, and basically that was her like telling me like, be careful, whatever, but like, it was so bizarre and kind of weird and kind of scary of, typhoon coming, typhoon is coming. And I'm like, what? We duck for cover? Like, what is happening here? And she never spoke to me in English ever again. So I'm like, did you just learn that English just to say that one single phrase to me? I don't know if I got like the big thing from this area yet. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like each area is gonna have its special, like the big sunfish. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I would assume is true. I feel like we got a lot of good fish. But I feel like I didn't get a lot of big fish from this area. Did I not have a trap before? I just know the longer you do it. There, that guy right there. How about the last one? No! I wanted the big one! Oh, man. I wanted the big one! Grr. This little guy. Get out here, small fry. I wanted the big one. Wine complain. She's laying on my foot now. It's very, very sweet. I'm trying to figure out what the sounds mean. Does that mean I didn't have that fish? Da, 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 da. Or is that just like the victory sound? Because sometimes they're different. They're different sounds where I'm assuming it's just like, hey, you didn't have this one, or you did have this one. I'm not really sure. Or was the ocean just supposed to be, oh, we didn't have this one. Is the ocean just supposed to be the, well, I was gonna say the hardest one, but no, the one in Kamui would be the final fishing area. The final challenge, the final countdown. Did I do that in the video? I don't even know. Man, the rules for YouTube are so weird about what you can and cannot do. Like, what was with that music? Is that good? Like, there's a big guy right here. But none of them seem huge. I don't know, but yeah, I don't think you can cancel mid-fish, which is a shame. Oh. Yeah, no, we already got him. Let's get here. So you can technically quit mid-fish, but then you have to go through all the loading, so time-wise, I don't know if it really helps. Although my fingers are kind of hurting. What do we got now? Oh, not that one. That's not the, nope, that's not the right button. Alright, so we got a black bass, large and powerful, only the best fisherman can haul it in. I love how we don't have whatever this is. Sweet fish, salted and grilled. This fish is small in size but big in flavor. I don't think I've ever had it. A freshwater eel. I hate eel. Eel's disgusting. It may appear unappetizing, but this eel hides a rich flavor. However, eel sauce is great on seafood, because that makes sense. On sushi. Rare and desirable, it is regarded as the king of freshwater fish. A huchin? Never heard of it. Salmon, my favorite. Fatty fish known to be adept at swimming against the current. Koi fish admired by the aristocrat. I don't know why I have such a hard time. Aristocracy. Do you know how I know that? So there was a video, and I really don't know what video it was, that I made one time where I couldn't say aristocracy. And I looked it up as a gag on like Google, like how to say it, and I recorded it and I put it in the video. And for whatever reason, that recording of aristocracy is on my phone on like the music playlist. So I'll be jamming out to my music in my car, and then all of a sudden you'll just hear this robot voice go, aristocracy, aristocracy. And I'm like, okay, I know how to say it now. For its beautiful coloring, yay! What the? Hello, Satan fish. Robalo. Its red eyes make this fish unique and sought after. Really? Really? Yeah, I definitely feel like there's big fish that I don't have. But let's go up. I'm tired of fishing. Let's get to Kamui, which I think, yeah, there's this right here, which is nice. Yeah, fishing gets... If this was just the animals, I'd have this done before now. Because we don't have that many animals left to go. All the way to Kamui. Alright. That was the wrong pipe. Okay, let us get some animals. Let's go back to that. Let's see if we can 100% this. There's a bear somewhere. I found him! Alright, right at the end here. I guess I never just jumped up here. Creepy eyeless bear. I find them very terrifying, actually. Why do they not have eyes? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Was that the only bear I needed? Yes! Okay, so there's a crane. Oh, we're so close, man. We're so close! I am not surprised I missed these things at all. They are tucked away right here. Oh, nice. Oh, you want fish. Alrighty. Making progress. Making progress. What's left? A bunny and a dog. That's it. A bunny and a dog. One bunny. Inner Yoshpet has a bunny. I've been everywhere else. I have a theory. Actually, no. Did I miss the dog in the time? I don't think I did. I think I fed him. I'm trying to think really, really hard. I mean, like, I've been following this whole thing. It's also saying that I'm missing a bunny, too, and I'm almost positive that I got everything in Inner Yoshpet. I need one of the teleporting ones in order to go there. I thought it was the dog with the boy, but I tried to feed him, and it said I already fed him, so it wasn't that one. I mean, I can run around a second time just looking for the dog, but man, if it was... Okay, Inner Yoshpet I need to get to. Having the water walk ability and having the monsters leave me alone ability is literally, you have to have it. I'm so glad that can I get to Inner Yoshpet? Do not make me. Oh, Mike, do not make me do that again. Don't make me do that again. And that's the last one on this list, which means I just, like, literally missed something. What did I miss? Oh, you're gonna make me do this? Can I do it backwards? I just want to get to Inner Yoshpet. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Now I got the rabbits. Okay. So somewhere on this list, I just obviously missed a rabbit. Because that's the last of this. Alright. That's all I need to do is literally a bunny. Okay. Backtracking again. I love doing things over and over again, guys. It's my favorite thing to do. Well, I haven't found that, but I did find this. Treasure! I'm losing my mind. I did my last known dog trick, and that didn't work. I'm like, well, alright, nothing here. I have been losing my mind. This isn't even on my little fancy dancy map. I had to go and look into Reddit, into the depths of the abyss. You suck. Eat your meat! Oh my gosh. The last dog, you butt munch Gee. Apparently his name is Gee, so says the Reddit. I don't know. But the problem is, I have been following the map, and we're still missing one hair. And everything else. So I'm gonna try a different one rabbit. I swear I've done everything. One single rabbit. Man. Hey, look, a treasure chest. I love how I find, like, other random things as well. Still missing that one sun fragment. How am I missing all this stuff? It truly boggles the mind. I have been back and forth so many times at this point. I think I have two culprits. There he is. There he is. Thank you, Reddit. God bless Reddit. Victory! We have victory! Oh, let's look at our work. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. Little butt faces. Apparently a lot of guides don't include these rabbits and the dog in Sasa Sanctuary, and I don't know why. And so a lot of people miss them. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, let's go to Kamui and see if we can fill. There's so many here. But I know I don't think I did a whole lot of fishing up there. I'm gonna do a bunch of fishing, and then I'm gonna look to see if they are location specific after I do a bunch of fishing. Because if they are, then it's like, okay, I have to sit in the ocean until I get this one, and this one, and that one. This is already going longer than I thought it was. Not because I've been doing this for about 3 hours, but the fishing is really taking up all the time in this video. And I really wanted to get the sun fragment, and the other thing that I'm missing are the beads. Where the fudge are my last beads? You know what I mean? I'm missing a weapon, and I don't think you get it at the end. That wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Maybe you do, and I legitimately don't remember. But usually you get the different weapons and everything when you do something specific, like a boss or in the game. So the fact that I'm missing something makes me feel like maybe it is plot-ish. I've never gotten all the animals before. I've never gotten all the stray bees before. I feel really darn. Alright, my dude. I'm gonna learn to be a man. Be a man. I love that movie. I was really upset when the live action was not a musical. Like, what's the point? You know? What's the point? You can watch a bunch of different Mulan movies and stuff. China has a bunch of them. But I want the musical. That's why I'm here. And it was weird anyways. Yeah. So it does look, because we definitely got the blowfish in the ocean. So it does look like fish cross go. But there's definitely gonna be specific ones. Like, I bet you can't get the koi fish anywhere else except for in the city. Because that is a koi. I mean, that's like a city location. This is gonna be a really dumb question, but I don't know fish. Are there wild koi? Like, what is a koi fish's natural habitat besides, you know, your backyard pond? The lady across the street from my parents' house had spent an absurd amount of money turning her backyard into, like, there was like a river and bridges and a big pond that had like legit koi fish, and it was so beautiful. She just passed away like last week. Like, just passed away. Just sad. I would live in that house so fast. Dude, what is with all these pufferfish? Is that all you're gonna give me? There's gotta be something else in here. Yeah, I'm on a roll for pufferfish. Alright, these guys are at least bigger. Anything else? I feel like I got the small one again. Why does that always happen to me? I go for the big dude and the little one's like, mine! More pufferfish. No, there's definitely something here. This is full of sus. I don't know. What am I? Oh, okay, yeah, big boys, big boys. That ain't no puffer fish. That ain't no puffer. You think I would get better at this? I don't know if I got you or not. I'm trying to think of more stories to tell. A yellowtail. Oh! Have I had yellowtail? I'm not sure if I've had yellowtail, but I know that it is very popular for. Ooh! I want a big boy. Yeah! I want that one. I know it's very popular for sushi. Oh, there's another one. Lame! Let's see, there was a time I was tricked into eating cow tongue. Let's see if I know that one yet. So, my Japanese ability grew as I learned more, but it wasn't great, and learning the writing system is really, really hard. So, I go out with a friend of mine to a restaurant, and the beautiful thing about, whoa, I want you, is there's pictures. So we can't really read the menu, not really, but you can look at the pictures and go, oh, that one, right? Oh, I want that one. Oh my gosh, calm down, my dude. And so I'm looking and I see rice and meat, and I'm like, oh, wait, I know that symbol. It's a symbol for beef. All right, rice and beef, nice. Good thing I'll have rice and beef. And it comes, and the thing about Asian meat is they love their fat. And so all the meat is really fatty. I don't like that. I don't like fat on my meat. I really don't. Oh, fudge! What do you mean? Oh, come on. I don't want to grow stupid flowers. And so it comes, and it's really fatty. And I'm like, man, it's just these clumps of fat. Really gross. Ew, nasty. But it tasted fine. It really did. It tasted fine. It tasted like beef. And as we're leaving, after we finish eating lunch, we go, and my friend looks at the menu, because they tape their menus to the outside of the restaurant, which is really, really nice. So when you're walking by, you can be like, oh, they got this. Let's go in there. That's nice. Supreme tuna. And she points at the dish that I had bought and points at the title of it. And she goes, hey, isn't that the symbol for tongue? And I look at it and I go, oh God, yeah, it is. Whoa! That's not the supreme tuna, is it? I don't know, but I want it. Whoa, okay, alrighty. And I was like, oh my gosh. I had just eaten cow tongue. And the weird fat was taste buds. It just tasted like normal beef, but I was not expecting to eat tongue that day. Oh, it was just a button. most of the weird stuff revolves around food one way or another, because man, it does end up being weird. I tend to not, I mean, I'll pretty much eat almost anything at this point, because, I mean, you had to survive. I did a homestay where I went to stay with a Japanese family for a weekend, and that was a lot of fun for two reasons. One, it was the weirdest food thing that I had while I was there. And they asked me, they said, what do you like? And I said, I love sushi. All right, what kind of sushi? Oh, salmon sushi is my favorite. I get it every single time I go to the Kaiten Sushi. And I love it. So what they did is they went to the store with me, and the mother bought a whole salmon. And she sliced it and everything and put it on this big rice cake. It literally, it was a sushi cake. It was this huge round thing. And just for me, because I love salmon sushi. The problem is, when I get salmon sushi, I get it cooked. I do not like sashimi. That's the raw fish. I don't like raw fish. And that was as raw as it got. It was just literally slabs of raw salmon on top of rice. And I have to tell you, it was one of the most disgusting things I've ever eaten in my life. But she cooked it for me. They bought that for, it wasn't cheap. They made that just for me because I said I love salmon sushi. So you better believe I ate. I was so sick that night. I don't think they knew. I'm usually really good at hiding when I'm sick. Kinda have to. I have an eyelash in my eye and it's driving me nuts. So there was that. Now, there were other things that were, oh man, homemade gyoza, pot stickers. Oh, now that was good. Oh, those were so, oh man, those were so delicious. And so that was great, but not that sushi cake. No, thank you at all in the slightest. Oh, I don't have you. So that was weird. And then one of the activities that they took me to was basically at a community center, there was an English learning group for adults. And they took me there, and I was the assignment. So all of these adults had to tell me in English a fun fact about themselves. And it was great fun, just to practice and learn. And I told them, I said, you can tell me whatever, but you have to teach me a Japanese word, right? So we're all learning here. Do I have you? Yes, I do. And so they go around, and a lot of it's simple stuff or whatever. One person, though, worked for, please don't ask me what it is because I don't remember, but it was one of the big music, it might have been Sony, actually, big music company in Japan, the big giant one. And they had met Michael Jackson when Michael Jackson came to do some kind of recording something. They had worked for the company and got to meet Michael Jackson and had a picture of it and was really proud of it. It was really cool. But my favorite was this old lady. She had to have been 70, maybe 80, this little old Japanese lady. And in English, she goes, do you know Johnny Depp? I'm like, yeah, I know Johnny Depp. She goes, I love Johnny Depp. She goes, I learned where Johnny Depp is coming into the airport, and I go there to meet Johnny Depp. I've shaken his hands 5 times. And I'm like, wait, she's cause she doesn't work anymore, she's retired. I'm like, is this a professional Johnny Depp stalker? And she was so proud. And she's like, I follow Johnny Depp wherever he goes in Japan. And I'm like, okay, all right, you do you. Whenever I have to do name one super interesting fact about yourself or whatever, I'll be like, I taught English to a professional Johnny Depp stalker. And people are like, I'm sorry, what? And I'm like, nope, honest to God, this lady follows him around. I always just found that absolutely hilarious. All right, let's do one more, because these honestly look, they all look the same. Oh. But I'm going to look up what fish, because we definitely got a couple of fish that I didn't have before. And I'm gonna look up what the remaining fish are and see if I do... I don't know if I have a regular octopus. Nice. I don't need tentacles. I don't do tentacles, guys. No, it's not. Like, I know that takoyaki, or if you ever go to Japan, taco, they're not tacos, guys. It's not a Mexican taco. Taco is the word for squid, so don't. Unless you want to eat some tentacles, stay away from the tacos. All right, we got an octopus, 8-legged invertebrate that injects ink when it feels threatened. You made me ink. Yellowtail, prized for its delicate flavor. It has a rapid development cycle. Okay. Squid, 10-legged invertebrate that injects ink when it feels threatened. I don't think I knew that squid had 10 legs. Supreme tuna. This ultimate tuna is said to contain no inedible parts. Interesting. I heard that like every single part of a fish is edible. Like you can eat the eyes. Like if you're lost at sea or something and you can get a whole fish, just literally eat the whole thing. All right, we're missing a few. Let me do a little bit of research so I can find out what I'm missing and where we can find them. All right, guys, fun things that I just learned, which I find is really stupid. Apparently, fish are night and day based. So we want it to be nighttime. There's only 2 that we're missing here in Kamui. There's a small one and then there's a really large one. So we are gonna get this. So we just need a small dude and a really big dude that's only available at night. So we have to go back to some place. Some are available during the day, some are available at night. So I want small, because we need a tiny little scallop. And then we need to go back to the large fish. Nope, not a scallop. I guess that's kind of a problem if you're hunting these small dudes. Because if you're hunting the small dudes, then you're like, it gets bigger the more you keep going, and you're like, wait, I need these small guys, actually. Now, luckily, these small guys seem to be, at least the scallop, where I'm on the hunt for a scallop. That's not a scallop! So, yeah, I wonder if are the different types of fish drawn to, like, oh, now that it's nighttime, you're gonna get more seahorses. Now, it says day and night for the little dudes, so I hypothetically shouldn't have a problem. Because it's basically small, medium, and large. Oh, there he is! There he is! Awesome! Son of a biscuit! I don't understand. It's a line. How much more line do you want my line to line? Hey! So now we just need the big guy, which is an oarfish. Which is a big, giant thing that only comes out at night. So I'll be on the hunt for that one. Alright, we got some big boys in here, so hopefully that's it. I don't know. Oh, that goes fast. Okay. Oh, come on. My fingers are killing me. I don't think that's it. No, that's the ultimate tuna, isn't it? Gosh darn it. I think fish change out, so maybe I'm just actually being impatient and need to sit and wait for these large fish to show up. Because I keep catching the medium fish, trying to refresh the pool, but I'm like, wait a minute, if I just sit here and wait for the large fish, then I don't have to keep playing this silly mini game. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I haven't even come across that dude yet. Ah! Stop spitting in circles, my dude! And I can't quit and go back because then I'll start over from the small fish. And we don't want small fish. We want big, giant fish. Give me that tuna. I do not like tuna. I love seafood more than anything in this world, and I do not like tuna. I have no idea if supreme tuna is even a thing. I've never heard of it. But, alright, we got a big one on the left there. Okay. Come on. Come on. Dang it, more tuna. I think I have it. I don't know. But the problem is, I have no energy left. So if I go into the red, I'm just screwed. Which sucks, because I have no idea what this thing is. Oh, fudge, stop going into the red. Problem is, you want to lift the green as high as you possibly can, because he's going to turn on a dime, and you need that. Ah, come on. I think it's it, but, like, there's literally no energy left. Now, I think I can take my time. It's just being impatient. Because I don't think you lose the fish. I haven't lost a— No! Oh, man, I had it! I finally had it! Let's see, hold on, let me look at the picture before I get really sad. I had it! Cool, awesome, great, fantastic. Let's go find him again! We got him! We got him again! Oh my gosh. So much tuna. I don't even know how many tunas I've caught. Because all you're gonna get with these large fish are stupid tunas. And I know I'm running out of energy, but I think I'm fine. Oh, my fingers are killing me from going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And this is just one area. We still have to do the other 2 areas. I do not enjoy fishing in real life or in video games. Oh, no, okay. See, I'm getting impatient, and that's the problem. I'm like, okay, can I just move on? But the problem is, I got a lot of fish stuff to do. Come on. Oh, my fingers are really hurting, guys. This is stupid. I mean, I could go on the hunt for the sun fragment just to break it up. Come on. All right. One more after this. No! Come on! Oh! That's so dumb! I drew a line! What more do you want from me? God, game. I'm so... Okay, hold on. I'm using my right hand now, because I can use both sides of the keyboard. Why do I have to be a completionist? I don't have to do this. I don't think you get anything. Maybe a Steam achievement, right? But I don't care about Steam achievements. Why am I doing this? Oh my gosh, please. The green bar is so small. And it just falls immediately. Oh god, I'm gonna be here for days. Don't go into the red. Don't go into the red. Please, for the love of God, I do not want to do this again. Man, I'm so upset that I flipping drew a star. Don't go to the red. Come on. Oh, I've been doing this for so many hours, guys. I said today I'm gonna finish Ōkami. Because honestly, this is all that's left, right? There's not that much. There's not that much left. And so I'm like, okay, this is it. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna finally finish this game. I do one more, because that one drew a star. Oh god, I have no energy. Fudge. I'm gonna fall in. I'm not gonna make it. I'm so not happy. Oh, come on. I would have had him if it had actually hit it. I'm so scared. No! No, I don't want to do this again! Oh! I just wanted to finish Ōkami again. I just wanted to finish it. I have all day today, and today was Ōkami day, and this is not fun anymore. Alright, round 8 million. I got him once. Not a lot of energy. I've been at this for fishing-wise. I think I've been fishing for about 2 hours now. Why am I this stubborn? I don't need to do this. I really don't. I could just move on, do something else with my life, do something productive, go, like, volunteer somewhere with kittens. Oh, no! What? I didn't... Come on! I didn't touch the button! No! Guys, hours! I've been doing this for hours! Why? No! God! Okay, guys, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not having fun anymore. And this is just one section. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you where the other ones are. Because I don't want to do this anymore. My fingers hurt. This is not fun. So the last one that I don't have, the one that I kept dying on over and over and over again, was the oarfish. And we got the scallop, which is number 42, which is this guy right here. All right, yay, oarfish. Oh, look, we got a flying fish too, nice. All right, so this is 42, work backwards. Hey, math, striped snappers, 39. Number 36 is the bonito, which can only be found in North Yoshima Coast at night only. All right, there's that one. I'm gonna go this way because it's easier for me. Number 1. Now, it looks like the ones that you could get in Agata Forest, you can also get in Seion City. So they don't lock you out of any of the fish, which is nice. Oh, by the way, the one that I didn't get was a large fish, and the bonito is a medium fish. Size matters. Because you can tell which ones, like, I tried not to get any of them except for the large one, but thank you, Ōkami Wiki. Number 1 that I'm missing is a small one. This would be really, really easy, but I'm done. It is a river crab. You can get it in either Seion City or Agata Forest, day or night, doesn't matter. This is number 5, which is smelt, which is only Seion City. It's small, day and night. Let's see, this one's number 9. Number 9 is catfish, which is a medium-sized fish, which is night only in Agata Forest or Seion City. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 15, 16, so number 17. 17 is giant catfish, which is large, only in Seion City, night only. Yeah. And then this one is a mountain trout, which is also large, which is Agata City Forest or Seion City, day only. And those are the only ones I'm missing. I don't want to do this. Sorry. Completionist spooks not being completionist, but that's where all these are, and you don't get anything, I don't care! I don't care! Alright. I want to just move on to other things. So there's 2 treasures that I'm missing, and one of this. Okay. Hey guys, quick little interlude thingy-babobber thingy thing. I was actually going to make an extra video that was going to be all of the collectibles and all that kind of stuff, and it took me about 10 minutes to get the remaining things, so I'm just smushing it onto the end of this video instead of calling this one quits. So just smash. So that's why it's just gonna kind of continue on, but I didn't figure that out until I made that video. So rambling aside, enjoy all the rest of the collectibles and never fishing again. Yay! Hello, my spookies. Welcome back to Ōkami. We have a couple of collectibles left to get. There's not very many of them, but I think that it might start to get a little bit complicated. Now, there's only a couple of treasures that I have not found. Oh, there we go. So I do have a little guide with me because I've ran around this world 8 billion times, and yet I still managed to miss like 4 things. So that's fine by me. I really don't mind it. I'm not fishing. That's all I care about. I also did a little bit of research on, there was that seal in the small village right? That old lady's like, I'm gonna make you a seal and it's gonna be great. And then that was it. We're at the end game. There's literally only one thing to do, and once you board that ship, you can't do anything else. So that's why there's all these videos of, you know, the extra stuff right now. And it's kind of like, well, what is that seal about? Well, apparently it was made for a certain version of the game. Now, I don't remember what version. Does it have to be nighttime? I don't know if it was for the Wii or the PS or whatever the heck on earth it was, but it's supposed to be something here. I mean, these are here, but where's our treasure chest? Huh? Question mark? What? And apparently now it doesn't mean anything. So it doesn't do anything. It was supposed to, you like make a seal and during the end credits it shows up, but it doesn't have any meaning now. Huh? Am I missing something else? Is there somewhere else I was? Oh, wait, over there. You see that? Can I get over there? That's pretty darn sneaky. Holy crud. Where are we going, my dudes? I think this one drops you onto that one. This is crazy. There it is. I saw that treasure chest. Hey! The tiger statue! Now, unfortunately, one of them is in Wauku Shrine, so I'm gonna have to go back in there, and I'm not looking forward to that one. So we got this. Let's see. So, after 3, 6, 9, 12... 13, number 14. What's number 14? So it's after the dragon statue is the... is it the monkey statue? Oh no! Let's go find that one. Our next one should be over here. This water walk is honestly saving my patootie. It's really bad because I read the list of sun fragments and I'm like, I swear I got all of these. Are you sure? Oh, this might be it right here. Like, really? No, that's not it. But it's good to know I was just never over here. All kinds of treasure. Yeah, I see you being sneaky. That is exceedingly well hid. Glass beads, that's not it either. Oh. Okay, doesn't matter if it's day or night, because we're not fishing! I'm gonna have PTSD about that for ages. Pretty sure I got arthritis in my left hand because of that. It's so bad, guys. That's why I was just like, alright, listen, if I'm not having fun, I'm not gonna do things. I play these games to have an absolute blast. I'm a completionist because I feel compelled to do so. There it is, the snake statue, that's what we need. Do I feel compelled to get all those fish? No. I never want to look at fish ever again in my life. Unless they're going into my belly. Alright, snake statue! Da-da-da-da! There's our next new one. And like I said, unfortunately, the only one I don't have is in Wauku Shrine, right? That's... let's see. 5th to last, scrolling down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yep, emerald tassels. With the burning gears. That's disgusting. Alright, well, let's go do a shrine all over again. This was a butt munch to find again. I've been all over this temple. Okay, basically, where the cannons are is over there, and then you cross this. This is where you blow up all those things with the cannons. And then you can get in here. But man, I've been up, down, all around, upside down, flipping upside down. And that right there is what I missed. Except I need the, oh gosh, I gotta do this whole thingy-mabobber again. I need the ice ball, this thing. Oh my goodness gracious. That was not what I wanted to happen. Please, can we, thank you. Stop. That didn't really work, now did it? There! things over and over and over again. Alright, just a little bit more. Okay, cool. So yeah, apparently I just absolutely 100% missed this. I mean, I obviously absolutely 100% missed this. But we finally have ourselves the very last treasure. Da 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 da. I mean, they don't do anything, but you know what? I did it. And that's the important part. We're just gonna pretend this doesn't exist. We have all of the animals, all of the treasures, all of the stray beads, all of the moves. I'm pretty, I don't know why we wouldn't have this filled because we've done the game. Everything in the travel guide. So the only thing I'm missing in this entire game that actually matters is the one missing sun fragment. I have an idea. Like I said, when I looked at the list of sun fragments, I'm like, I swear I've gotten all of these. One of them did, oh gosh, I'm stuck here. One of them didn't 100% sound familiar. Like, it sounded familiar, and I was like, I think I got that one, but out of this whole list of things, maybe that's the one I did get. So that's what I'm gonna go after first, and hope. Pray to the Ōkami gods, Amaterasu, please. Help me find this one sun piece. And then I'm going to look and and we're missing a weapon. Are you kidding me? This is what finding this treasure has basically been. Like, this entire time of just like, are you kidding me? And I just want to get this one treasure. I like how, one, we have all of these upgrades that are, you know, the waterworks, the enemies go away. Things like that really help backtracking and doing all of this stuff. But there's still the things that do not remotely help with the backtracking in the slightest. And that does get a little bit irksome. There's a lot of backtracking. And I knew there was going to be a lot of backtracking, obviously, because there was a lot of stuff I get. I am still upset that the mirror ability does not work on all mirrors. I find that to be something really, really stupid. Can I just jump down? Yeah, I'm like, somewhere there's a floor and somewhere there's an abyss. I don't know which one's which, or where to find which one, but yeah, it does make doing all this backtracking easier, but some of it still gets pretty darn tedious. The world isn't as big as you think it is, and going after the animals really taught me that one, of like, going over it again and again. I hate ice levels. It's just, I hate ice levels. It is the worst. But, yeah, we only got the 2 missing things. I really can't even think of how I would get the last missing weapon. So, I don't know. I really thought that getting all the stray beads would give it to me. Like, I really wanted something to happen when I got all the stray beads. But nothing happened when I got all the stray beads, which does make me really sad. But yeah, I did it, but give me something, gosh darn it. Besides the satisfaction. Is it kind of like getting all the Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild? Another reason why I don't play that game and never will. That's just mean. Like, that's just straight up mean. Oh, fudge. I went to the wrong one. Seriously? Oh, I can't get to that one. Yeah, the fact that we cannot use this mirror to teleport is just, it's really stupid. But alright guys, I'm gonna figure out which sun fragment I am missing, and we'll find out where it is. This might be the fastest collectible I've ever found. Right here in Kamui, this is Kai's house, and if you don't know which one that is, there's sheep right here. So it's literally right behind here, and you jump down. And I think that's it. That's it. That's it! That's it! Da 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 da! Oh man, after how long that other one took, that's awesome! So we got every single one. Victory fry. So where does this come from? What is this? That's the only thing I'm missing in this entire game, as far as I know. What is it? Well, this actually turned out to be a lot simpler than I thought. It's a timing-driven event, kind of like how the running race guys, like, you can only progress that after you progress the story a certain amount, but since we did it all at the end, we can do whatever we want. So at a certain point in time, this becomes available. Can you believe my luck, Mutt? The Yoshima Coast used to be quite a dangerous place, but now we don't hear any stories about monsters at all. It's almost like all the evil around here has disappeared. That means no one needs to buy things from me anymore. Hey, you're my only customer now, Mutt. Well, give me, there it is, the Tundra Beads. And, oh, I can buy as many of these as I want? Interesting. Oh, I can buy two, oh, carrying two, interesting. I don't want any of these. But I wonder, so now we do have the last beads. Rosary that calls upon the power of ice to combat wily foes. So we have lightning, ice. I actually didn't even realize that this had fire. So I really don't know what the ink bullet power is. Like, a couple of them had that, but interesting. We can use our gold. Not that it matters at all. Not that I would do anything with them. I'm kind of good with my setup. Even though I like the rosary beads a lot more. I think I'm happy with that. As far as I'm aware, there's nothing else. Now, this ended up being a lot shorter than I anticipated. So, to you guys, it's all gonna be one video. But for me, this was supposed to be a whole video unto itself. And then I'm like, oh, wait. That happened a lot faster than I anticipated. So that is everything. That is absolutely everything that matters. I'm never fishing in this game. Ever again. Which means I'm going to head back to Kamui, and the next video will be the final episode, the ending of all things. Whew, what a journey. It's kind of hard to end this on, like, collectible stuff because it kind of drags it down a little bit. As much as I love going through, getting all of the things, yes, completionist, woohoo! It's not the best part of these kinds of games. It's the story. And now, yes, the Stray Beads had a bunch of story stuff, so I really did like that and enjoyed those a whole lot. But these kinds of things didn't. It was just like, all right, go here, go here, go here, do this, blah, 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 right? And so it's just like, all right, get it done, get it out of the way, and we did it. Yay, I did it. So it kind of brings it down just a little bit, but I'm glad that there's like one episode left, so I do get to just end it on the high point of the app's actual story. And I'm never going to enter Yosh Pet again. This game has given me so much trauma, it's not even funny. So yeah, this is gonna be one giant video I'm just gonna stick together. You guys already know this, but I'm just making this decision right now. And we will finish this up next time. So, if you guys enjoyed that as much as I did, hit the like button! We all like buttons. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me out so much. And the description below is linked to my Patreon. You can help support the channel so we can continue to get awesome, amazing games like this. Truly amazing. God, I can't wait for the sequel! And I cannot wait to see you guys in what is probably, I'm pretty positive, the final episode of Ōkami. I'll see you guys there. Bye! And a massive thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Seriously, you are amazing. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. You guys are keeping this all going. You're the best.